Hello, everybody. Super Junior with 100 stream streak. Jesus, I was just like commenting on Friday's 80. Man, hydration to you, Super Junior. Dang. Thank you. That's amazing. Quality streakers, I know, that's what I'm saying. Second, I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit more. But yeah, hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. We were watching too much Smiling Friends. Hi Friday. Hi Lurker. Hi Kepasagi. Hello Super Junior. Coming in here, giving me guff. I used to work with a dude at GameStop who said that all the time. I will never forget that dude because literally, like, anytime you would tease him about anything, he'd just be like, gosh, give me guff. And like, it was the weirdest thing. Like, I'd never heard anybody use that term before that. And so it was just really weird. Anyway, hello Poyapan. Hello Tiger. And then also thank you to Friday for the 80 stream streak, Lurker for the 35 stream streak, and Super Junior with the 100 stream streak. That's amazing. Yeah, I know, it is an old term. It's a very old term. I've never, and he was like a young dude too. This is back when I worked at GameStop. This dude had to be like 20, 22, 25, something like that. I can't remember how old he was. He was a golden retriever. Let's just say that. Like, kind of dumb, but he was a nice guy and meant well. But I liked him. I always thought he was cool. He was just, you know, some people just aren't in it to win, like, you know, smarts awards. I don't know what a smart award is off the top of my head. I can't think of anything, but you know, he was a good dude. He was just really weird, and I liked it. But yeah, I am sorry that I did not do any streams last week. I kept telling myself I was going to, and then every night I would be like, I'm really tired and I don't want to. And that's basically what it came down to. That was my week. I'm still getting used to and adjusted to this job schedule. I'm trying to be better about it, but man, I'm telling you, 10 to 11 hours out of my day being sucked away by a job really kind of drains you a little bit. And then like only having 2 days to recharge sucks, man. Only having 2 days off from work sucks. We need a 4-day work week. Seriously. I think 3 days would be perfect. 4 days sucks. 4 days sucks, man. It just sucks. Or 5 days, excuse me. 2 days off sucks. It's awful. I feel like I need one whole day for chores. Like this past Saturday was just literally driving around doing a bunch of stuff because I need to get stuff done. I need to go to Walmart. I need to do some shopping. We had to I can't remember what everything we did, but like I just felt like we did laundry. No, we tried to do laundry. We ended up having to do it Sunday morning because people were being assholes in the laundry room. Yeah, it was just a busy weekend because, like I said, I spent all Saturday doing that stuff. Sunday, I wanted to do a stream, but then I forgot that it was a Pokemon Go community day, so we had to go out and do Pokemon Go. And we had fun. I mean, that was fun. Lennox got to try Panda Express for the first time. Jace, how's it going? Hello. Yeah, Lennox had never had Panda Express before. It's really good. I like Panda Express. I think it made my tummy feel a little bit gross, but it's okay. You've never had it either? Oh my gosh. Yeah, Panda Express is like, you know how like when you go to a mall and they've got like mall Chinese food? It's like that, but just better. Like it's just, I'm not gonna say it's like anything that's like spectacular. It's not gonna change your life. It's not like some gourmet Chinese restaurant, but it's like good quality Chinese food. And it's not even that expensive. Like if Lennox and I weren't using the app, like McDonald's app or Taco Bell app or something like that, Panda Express would be probably less expensive than those places. Like, That's wild to me because it's really good quality food. It's good. It's not yeah, like I wouldn't even say it's like bad. I don't think it's bad or anything. I wouldn't say it's amazing, like the best Chinese food I've ever had in my life, but it's good. I mean, when it comes to like Americanized Chinese food, let's put it that way. Sounds like you should drag the pride to one, right? I should. Raising Cane's is good too. I think I prefer Zaxby's, which is, it's weird because when I first had Zaxby's and Raising Cane's was within a short period of time to each other, and I tried Zaxby's first, and then I tried Raising Cane's, and I was like, I think I prefer Raising Cane's, and I had Cane's for a while, and then I started going back to Zaxby's, and I'm like, no, I prefer Zaxby's to Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's is good, but the only thing that really makes Raising Cane's good is the sauce. They have their cane sauce, and their cane sauce is really fucking good. Like, I'm not gonna diss on their cane sauce. Their cane sauce is good. Their chicken is pretty good too, but like their menu outside of that is kind of boring. Whereas Zaxby's has pretty good spread of good stuff in their menu, and they're really good. I live in the Midwest, and other Midwesters call me Southern. Well, I mean, maybe you are a little bit Southern, but despite my accent not being Southern and where I live, it's a mix of both. Yeah, when I was growing up, I had a friend come out from California, and when they first met me and talked to me, they're like, wow, you've got a really hick accent. They said I had a hick accent, and I was kind of offended by that because I was like, I don't hear it. I don't hear any sort of accent. But I mean, I lived in Indiana like my whole life, kind of growing up. That's what I thought too, Lurker. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think my dialect has changed since I was in my 20s and stuff. But I guess compared to like a California accent, I guess compared to a California accent, maybe I do have a hick accent. I don't know. It is more of a Midwestern accent, but it's not a hillbilly or Southern accent at all. I don't know. I kind of attribute it a little bit to when I was growing up until I was like 8 years old. My mom and I lived in Colorado, so I kind of grew up around. I don't know. I don't know if there's an accent specifically in Colorado that would be present. I think I just heard how, like, you know, words and stuff were spoken out there. And then when I moved to Indiana, well, I think it was like 8 or 9 when my mom and I moved out to Indiana. I remember like a lot of my family is kind of like, they're like country farmer types. And so, at least my mom's side of the family. And so it was like, a lot of them had a very hick / hillbilly kind of dialect. My voice is higher pitched, but because I don't hear it as high pitched, I feel I sound fine. I hear myself in streams, I'm like, oh, I'm so goddamn gay. So like, it is a thing where you definitely, because the sound like vibrates in your own skull, you're always going to sound different hearing yourself versus how you hear yourself when you're talking. So I definitely like, you kind of have to get used to it. Kitty, hello. Yeah, you can hear the lower pitches resonate a lot better, but just in general, like, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just, you kind of have to get used to it, and you kind of have to learn how to use your radio voice or something like that, I guess. I don't know. You have to like record yourself and then listen to yourself and adjust accordingly until you're happy with what you sound like. But just being your natural self is fine. I mean, I don't know. I think people, if they enjoy who you are and they enjoy listening to you, you know, regardless of what you think you sound like, obviously they enjoy being around you and talking to you. So can you lower pitch these what, Delos, huh? Tease what? I need you to spell it out for me because I don't know what you mean. I sound a lot more like my dad when I hear a recording of my voice or whatever. Also, hi Delos. How you doing? How you doing? I'm gonna get some shout outs. Force to Delos. Hi Delos. Playing some Spider-Man. Delos, I don't have time to like speak up in your streams because I'm at work when you're streaming now. But what I do is I'll just like turn your stream on to support you, and then I'll like put my phone off in a corner. At least I get good signal at my job, so I can at least like watch people streaming. I remember my last job, I got absolute shit signal on my cell phone, so I could barely support anybody on stream, and it sucked. Molt! Hi Molt!
29-month subscription message.
Molt, thank you for the 29-month resub. I appreciate it. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Also gonna get a shout out for Friday. Friday was last seen playing Fortnite. Gee Willikers, I would not have guessed. But yeah, go check out Friday. Friday is awesome as well. We love Friday around here. We support the Friday. I haven't played any Fortnite in a while. I want to play a little bit. Chapel Roan is coming to Fortnite for the next, like, what is it? Rock Band mode festival stuff. So I'm very, very excited about that because obviously I love Chapel Roan. And they're going to put, I'm guessing they're going to put new music out for Chapel Roan, new jam tracks. So I'm very excited about that. I was looking at the outfits for her for the upcoming skins that she's gonna get in game, and I was just like, oh my god, girl, you look so good. She looks wonderful. I'm not devil in the details sort of mind like you and Talos. Who else do I need to give shout outs to? Is anybody else? Is anybody else here stream? Does anybody else here stream? I know Friday and Delos stream. Oh, you know what? Y'all know him already, but shout out the boyfriend. Go give the boyfriend a follow. He's gonna start streaming soon, I think. Start streaming soon, get back to streaming soon. I blame you and Cyrus and Bran for getting me into Fortnite now. Fortnite, okay, like, if you're just getting into Fortnite now, it's not a bad time. And the lion skin is really good. So if you can earn the lion skin before the end of the season, I would definitely recommend. This is the first time they've had a really, really good lion skin. But Fortnite right now is kind of in a weird place. Like, it's fun, but it's frustrating because they fucked up the skill-based matchmaking. So oftentimes you're getting mashed into lobbies with like really sweaty people. That just happened like a month or two ago, so that sucks. And they just had some issues going on, and I don't know, like it's still good, don't get me wrong, and there's lots of stuff to do in Fortnite even if you don't play Battle Royale, but just some of the stuff they've done lately has been kind of like pissing a lot of people off. Fortnite's a lot more fun than being able to just solo help. Yeah, it does. It's definitely, yeah, a lot more chill than Apex. I like playing Apex, but Apex I feel really bad at. I love jams. Yeah, I love the festival mode, dude. Jace, that is my jam as well. I will play the hell out of festival mode. That's why I'm excited for Chapel Roan. I'm gonna get all those skins. It's gonna be great. Anyway, enough chatting. We've been jibber jabbering. We're gonna be doing a little bit of game dev tonight. I need your guys' help. Apex's doo-doo cheeks, which makes me sad. I need your guys' help. I'm gonna have you guys help me get past and test the boss of the third area. I need to see if the mechanic that's in there works. I want to see if it's clear. I want to see if you guys understand it. I've got my character currently set to go through the third area. And so, actually, I want to check something real quick while I've got this screen on here, so you guys can't really see anything. Let me go check something here. Okay, yeah, we should be good. Okay. So yeah, we're going to. Pretty sure when I started watching you were, yeah. Honestly, that's when like Linux and I started getting to know each other too. Was when he was playing Apex a lot, and I started playing Apex then because of him. I had never really played it before. I don't know. Like I said, I still, the idea of playing Apex is appealing. The time required to play Apex is not. That's my big problem with it. Apex is fine. Like, I don't think Apex is bad. It's just, in order for me to be good at it and enjoy Apex, I have to play it a lot so that I feel like I'm competent at the game. Because my problem with Apex was I would spend 5, 10, 15 minutes of a round running around looting up, getting all this loot, and then the very first people I would encounter, I would just die to. Like, because everybody was so much better than me. So it wasn't fun just playing like loot simulator for me. Like sometimes I would get a kill or two, but it was not very often. Competitive games do take work. You guys remember, I used to literally... Oh, hello. Milkshakey, hello. I used to literally like have streams dedicated to Apex where I would just be playing, just trying to improve. So yeah, it's just not a thing I don't know. I just don't enjoy it anymore. Kaizy! Hi, Kaizy. One of the best wolves out there. Let me get you a shout out. I love just being able to type in Kaizy now for the shout out, and I don't have to type in Kaizy the wolf because it's so much shorter. Good job on that, partner. Thanks for making everybody's shout out life easier. How you doing today, Kaizy? Yeah, I'm really happy you're able to too. Maybe someday this lion will get partner status and I can take the name Bosk and I don't have to worry about the stupid distat at the end of it. Not that I have a problem with it. It's my character's last name, but I would prefer to just be Bosk. But there's somebody out there that has the name Bosk and just sits on it. They just sit there, big fat butt on my name, and they won't get off of it. They don't have any follow. They're not following anybody. They're not doing anything with the name. They're just sitting on it. Though to be fair, it didn't originally make your time easy. Oh yeah, you know what though, Kaizy? I'm happy that happened because, I'm happy that happened because it pointed out a bug in my renaming process. So I'm happy it happened. So it helped me fix that issue. I'd change my name too, which would kind of suck, but at least people can only call me by one name. Yeah, like your name being Det is... It's neat that you have a 4-letter name, but it's not super fitting for your channel anymore. I feel like if somebody's gonna try to look for you on Twitch, they're not gonna think of searching for Det. You know, it's just not a thing. You have to specifically tell them that that's what your name is.
And now we're here.
Hey, Lurker, thank you for the 55-month streak. That's so very nice of you. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We need to get work done, but I'm just having fun chatting. If they search me by Sona name, it pops up in Google, so it's not. Yeah, it is. Okay. Anyway, let's go over here. And like I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play around of the new dungeon in MicroStream RPG. Okay, I'm gonna play through a round of the new dungeon, and I don't know what boss I'm gonna get. If I'm being honest, I don't know what boss. We should get both of them. Or either one, but every time I've played, I've only gotten one of them, which would be the one you guys are gonna want to see anyway. But I'm gonna see if I want you guys to pay attention, okay? Because if we do get the bull boss, there's special conditions in it, and I want to see if you guys pick up on it, okay? I want to see if you guys pick up on it. I've been talking about your game too, advertised to a Final Fantasy 14 Savage Raider streamer. Apparently his friends have it too. Oh, nice. What did Kaiser say? Fingers crossed for you. That was like Kaiser. There was an account that had it with 0 followers and seemingly not being used. Benefits of getting partners, I can ask for it. You can only do it one time though. Twitch won't do it again. And if it's a used account, then tough luck. Yeah, like I said, as far as I can tell, the account that has, or the person that has the boss account is literally sitting on it. It's not following anybody. It's not watching anybody. It has 3 followers to the channel, maybe 2 followers to the channel. One of them is Exatron, and another one is another friend of mine because they thought it was me. That's it. And like, I learned from somebody that if an account is not used for like 6 months or so, I think it becomes like available. 6 months or a year, I can't remember what it is. It becomes like available for like a possible rename. Whoever it is that's on this account logs in like regularly. They just log in like every month or 2 or something like that just to keep it. And I'm like, how petty do you have to be, man, if you're not gonna use this fucking shit? Like, I even tried messaging them. I'm like, I will pay you. I will pay you for this name. Like, I would love to have it. And just, they never respond. Like, nothing. So, it's baffling. Anyway, so, let's play the new dungeon. I'm going to... Let's see if it logs in. Come on. Where are you at? There it is. All right. You guys ready? I think I did my name. Okay, yeah, I did. I need to turn the speed back down to 1. Dungeon! Yes. This is the new dungeon. Look at my character's level 41. This is why I can't play normal microstream right now, because I didn't program it in to be above the maximum level. And so whenever I play normal microstream, it fucks the game up. So this update that I'm gonna put out for it will actually fix that issue. I'm not a hacker. I have to like level up. It's the new dungeons. Yes, and I'm gonna get your Kaiser sprite out and everything. Yeah. There's the sprite that Joe made. That's Cup of Joe's enemy. I asked him to collab, so that's his sprite. Okay, let's see what boss we get. Let's see what boss. Yeah, I got the terrible. Okay, this is what I need your guys' help on. Okay. Ow! You guys didn't help me! It's not the heals. It's not the heals. It's something different. It's something different. Since the kings are here, I do want to share that I'm wanting to get a complete redesign of my adult Anthro Lion persona. I really want to hold redesign. Yeah, new color palettes and stuff would be cool. All right, let's go again. Let's go again. Terrible can get it, just saying, dude, I spent so much time on this fucking boss fight, Kaiser. The second boss of the Jagged Veil I really like. I like it too, but I spent so much time on the Terrible. Like, I spent so much time on like his animations. He's got more animations than any other enemy in the game. His mechanics, he's got really, I'm not gonna say weird mechanics. He's got mechanics that it's like, he's either one of the easiest bosses in the game or one of the hardest bosses in the game. Like, he's very polarizing. So, but I really like him as a character. Nose pass. Hey, there's the big Brutus again. Okay, let's see what boss we get this time. Hey, level 42, let's go. Yeah, the emote to heal is really good. Oh, we got the other one. Ooh, I got a crit on him. He got a crit on me, damn. Damn, he gonna kick my ass too, isn't he? Oh, he got me too. All right, we haven't gotten through it yet. We haven't gotten through it yet. Yeah, it's funny, Kaisi, because like, I was looking at the old bosses, and it's like, it's so fun. Like the next bosses I have for the next area are gonna be animated and stuff too. Oh, why is he way up there? Oh, that's a bug. Are all the enemies gonna be up there? Let's see something. Let's see something first. Yep, okay, hang on, we gotta fix that first. I forgot that most bosses don't move in a vertical situation. And so I gotta put them back to where they were. Okay. Yeah, it's the result of the GeoWiz moving up, yeah. I was gonna call him the Geomancer. I don't know, it just felt boring, but GeoWiz also feels boring. I didn't know what to call him. Okay. Do we set... I don't think I do set the characters X pos and Y pos, do I? When are we getting belly jiggle physics for barrier, our beloved? I don't know. You guys may like one of the other bosses in the next Magio. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad either. That's not bad. GeoWiz or no, it really wasn't. It was just like I said, I wanted to go with Geomancer, but I wanted to call him GeoWizard as well. But I thought Wiz just sounded good. I don't know, but I mean, it kind of works like that too, I guess. Okay, this kind of sucks. Where's this at? This is at 208. So I think what we need to do, when we checking loading user data, there's a point when we load in the enemy and we set the enemy at a specific position. So I think what we need to do when we do that is just set the is it here? No. Base level. Okay, this is just setting all of their stuff. When do we move? I think when I think it's when we defeat the enemies. Yeah, X position to 324. So I think what we need to do is I think when we load up a game, like here, let's just go like this. We're gonna go position, set X coordinate to, actually, let's just do Y coordinate because I don't, well, what's the X coordinate? Where's he at right now? This is at 252, 208. Ah, no, fuck. Okay. Position set X coordinate to 252, and then position set Y coordinate to 208. Just gonna move these up here. Okay. I know what you want from us. I'm hoping that you guys will get it. I'm hoping that we'll be able to see something out of it. Wait, this is the same stuff. Okay, let's just do this here too. It doesn't matter if we do it multiple times. It's fine. XY. Yeah, I hope we get the terrible. I mean, I can literally make it so that we get it. But okay, let's try again. I want to lose weight. I gain a lot of weight because I have a working medication. Might be deep. No, I mean, it sucks though, dude. It really does. You know, you can't blame yourself too much. You can't be too hard on yourself. Shit sucks sometimes, dude. Like, especially when medications are involved. I had to take a medication a while back, and it really sucked because it made it so that like I wasn't hungry, and my body like digested shit slower, and it also made it so that I wasn't like energetic. So it was like, even if I wanted to work out like and exercise, like the benefits of it were so bad, it sucked. Also, hi Dupe. Thank you for the 5-stream streak. How you doing? Thank you for the Hydrate Friday. All right, guys. Oh, he tried. We got this, we keep getting Big Brutus right here, huh? I'm doing good, Dupe. We're testing out the new dungeon. Hopefully we'll get the boss we're looking for here, and hopefully you guys can help me beat it. Let's see if you guys can help me beat it. Nope, we got the GeoWiz. Do you guys want me to quit? Do you guys want me to quit and see if we can get the other guy? Actually, no. Let's let him float and make sure that everything works. Oh, but I don't want to beat him. Hang on, I don't want to beat him. If I beat him... Hang on, we can't beat him. We can't beat him. I was actually doing pretty good that guy. You guys were healing him. You guys were healing me really good. I don't want to beat him because then we can't... I'm more interested in the terrible. I'm more interested in the terrible fight. I like the ram sprite. He's kind of a boring enemy. It's just a ram, but I really like the sprite. I like that sprite too. Well, the enemy position's not fixed because I restarted the game, so they all went to their default positions anyway. Oh, fucked him up. So yeah, I would have had to have had the GeoWiz beat me, and then try again. Why is it always Big Brutus here on round 4? Oh my god, the 2 crits, the 3 crits. Jesus. All right, terrible, terrible, Come on. There he is. Hey, you guys helped. Hey, you guys helped. Push me onto your bed. See, I need to fix that too. I need to fix it so the metal doesn't show up if you've already got the metal. Okay, cool. So the funny thing about that, there's a couple things that happen. This is a cheat code for you guys when it comes to the Terrible fight. When he gets the rock in his hand, if you were to miss every single attack, I think it's like he'll throw it after like 5 or 6 turns. I can't remember exactly how many. If you were to miss every single hit on him and you didn't do any damage to him and he threw that rock at you, it would do like 80% of your health. It's percentage based. It's not like a certain damage amount. It's a percentage based. So that rock would do 80% of your health, basically probably kill you in one hit. Every time you hit him, you reduce the damage, you destabilize him a little bit. So every time you hit him, you reduce the damage that's going to be coming towards you. When other people in chat type in exclamation push or exclamation over, 80% of max health. So if you've lost 20% of your health and he hits you with a full rock hit, you're gonna die. Anyway, so if people in chat do the exclamation push and exclamation point over commands, they'll destabilize him a little bit as well. Doing them in sequence destabilizes him more. So like if one person does push and the next person does over, then it will destabilize more. It does more if they're done in sequence. If you get like a push and then an over and an over, then it's gonna do less. But it will still do stuff. If he gets destabilized enough before he throws the rock, he will drop the rock on himself and stun himself for like 5 more turns. So like I said, if you have a full chat of people doing stuff, he can be one of the easiest bosses in the whole game. If people are not interacting, he can be one of the hardest bosses in the game, which I think is really fun. I think it's a fun dynamic. But I think it fits pretty perfect into my whole like philosophy on doing commands in the game. Heal is a fun command, but it is a command that people can do anytime. If I do commands, other chat commands in the future, I want them to be situational. I want them to be very situational, so it's not something that people can just spam all the time. I want it to only be something that happens at certain instances, so that the chat is not constantly filled with heal and all these other commands. Possibly a thing to heal poison. What I want to do in the future is have like a curse. This was actually Linux's idea. I want to do a thing like curse, where if you get cursed by an enemy, and I don't have an enemy in mind for this yet, this is just a future thing. But if you get cursed by an enemy, you have like so many turns, it'll have like a turn counter above your head, and if you don't clear the curse out by that many turns, then your character will just die and your round will be over. And I want to have a purify command where people in chat can type in purify to remove the curse. There would need to be like 3 or 4 people do it in order for it to happen, so that the person who's playing can't just type it once and it instantly is gone. Like it would need a few people to do it, similar to like the Terrible with the push over commands. Hi Seasons, how's it going? But I want, like, again, that's a situational thing. It's a thing that you'll see on the screen and it'll pop up a little purify to let people know that you need to do something to, you know, to help the player out. But I don't want it to be all the time there. Same with poison. Poison's fine as it is, because it doesn't last that long. Most times poison lasts like at max like 5 turns, unless you get a lot of stacks of it. So doing a whole bunch of poison like debuff commands in chat, since poison is pretty common, I feel like would be, I don't know, that'd be detrimental too. Also, hi Ryan, thank you for the 30 stream streak. We just defeated the Terrible, and now I gotta start working on the next dungeon. But I'm pretty happy with the Jagged Veil. I'm pretty happy with. There's one more thing in the Jagged Veil. Hi Manny. There's one more thing in the Jagged Veil that you guys haven't seen, and I would love to have one of you guys see it, but unfortunately, because current microstream doesn't support people over the level of 30, I don't want people playing it and breaking the game, which is on me. It's honestly on me. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't program that in, and I could put out a quick update to fix that, but like, I don't know, I feel like weird putting out an update right now if it's just something really small without actually putting out a big update. So yeah, you guys will just have to wait. It's just a new mechanic for you guys to see for the next area, or for the Jagged Veil. There's one more thing in there. There was a hint at it when I was playing there, but I don't know if you guys saw it. Sine, cosine, tangent, how you doing? I think we all saw the commands in the first fight with Terrible, but realized a little too late. Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing too, is most people aren't going to beat a boss the first time. Like, I honestly feel like I almost need to give these bosses a little bit more HP, because no, actually, I take it back. I think you need to be level 40. I've planned on this next dungeon being level 40 is a round where you need to beat the dungeon. So some people are going to beat it a little earlier, some people are going to beat it a little later. So I'm level 42. So yeah, that's about right. I'm trying to think of something here. Forget what I was saying. But yeah, I think that fits pretty well. And then the next dungeon will be a level goal for the next dungeon will be 55. So what that means is that the level cap when this new update comes out will go up to 60, because I always make the cap 5 over whatever the goal is for the second to last dungeon, or the last dungeon, I guess. So if the next, because I'm gonna put two dungeons out in this next update, and the second one, the goal level will be 55. So yeah, the maximum level will go up from 30 to 60. What was the whole thing with that event with eggs? That was the spring event. I was planning on doing a spring, summer, fall, and winter event, but because shit happened with MicroStream, I didn't get those done. So that was a little special event that ran for a few weeks last year. What did it do? So what you had to do in the spring event was you had to defeat enemies to collect eggs, and then you had to get to the end of the round, which is 5 rounds. You had to get to round 5 to be able to deposit the eggs that you had collected. And every 100 eggs that you collected, you got a badge, and the badge kept evolving every 100 after that. So it evolved all the way up to 1,000 eggs. If you got 1,000 eggs, you got the highest level of badge. Yeah, it was just a cute little event. Imagine if we could still earn experience in the void, and then we explode in levels when the cap is increased. Yeah, I mean, that's why in the void, in the in between, there is thank you for the hydrate. In the in between, there you still do earn EXP up to the level cap, but it is a significantly reduced rate of EXP. Just so that way people don't just get to level 30 and be like, oh, I'm done. Okay, so what I wanted to do tonight, other than testing the new dungeon, which thank you guys for that, is we need to make more enemies. So, I still haven't decided what I want to do, if I'm going to do a frog or a toad enemy. I'm still like really on the fence, but I did talk with someone and they recommended a, they did recommend like a fish person. How's it spelled? Sahagan? Sagan? I don't know how you pronounce that. But those characters, like just like a fish creature, would be really cool for the swamp theme. So I want to do that. Yeah, Sahag. Is that how it's pronounced? Is Sahagan? Imagine if we could still earn experience while the levels are Oh, I see what you're saying. Murloc is the World of Warcraft. Those are the World of Warcraft ones. Hang on, I'm responding to somebody. I'm getting Ada Bunny hooked up with retro achievements. I started talking about Bubble Bobble on Blue Sky, and they wanted to go for the Bubble Bobble achievements on retro achievements. I'm like, do it, man. I would love to see it. I was looking at the achievements for that, and they don't look that bad. Okay, there's two things. One, Lurker, is that the achievements for that set would probably be really hard. I'm not going to do it until I at least finish the Mega Man games. We got to get through the Mega Man games first. Two, can you imagine how many streams we'll have to play to get all of the achievements in that game, and having to listen to the music for Bubble Bobble the whole time? The one song from Bubble Bobble, aside from the boss music, which the boss music slaps, by the way. If you never got to the boss in Bubble Bobble, that music slaps. It is great. But the main Bubble Bobble theme, y'all will hate me if we have to listen to that theme for hours, okay? I mean, it's one of those ones where I want to do it on stream if I do choose to do it, but that's a lot of Bubble Bobble theme song. That is a lot. Along those veins, I wanted to ask, have you played Star Tropics? I played the original Star Tropics a little bit when I was a teen, and I don't remember much about it. I know I never beat the game, but I remember enjoying it. I just don't remember it that much. And then along those same lines, as I posted on Blue Sky as well, the original TMNT game on the NES, I played the shit out of that game when I was a kid because I was a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. So I played it a lot. I never beat it, and I know it's a hard game, but I did play it a lot, and I did like that game, even though it's kind of jank at times. And plus, again, the music in that game slaps too. I will literally just sometimes put the soundtrack for the TMNT game on because it's great. It's just, the music in that game is phenomenal. Like, matching Mega Man music. I'm not even joking. The game had great music. But there has to be an only Raph achievement. I hope to God not. You know what? We're gonna look. We're gonna look. I don't even know what the achievements are for the NES version. So I have to type in Teenage Mutant. I did. Okay, here we go. What are the achievements in this set? I'm really scared to play this. It only has 24 achievements. That's actually pretty low. There's 2 missable achievements. How is there missable achievements when you can... Oh, defeat Mecha Turtle without taking damage. And deactivate the 8 bombs in Area 2 with 1 minute or more remaining without losing a turtle. Who is this man? Finish the game and there's just a picture of a man. Who is this? Who is this? Why is he the character for... Why is he the face for beating the game? I've never beat the game. I can't tell you. Just some dude. I mean, he's just... There's just a dude. That's just his face. Okay, let's look through the achievements anyway. Beat area 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I guess there's only 5 areas. I definitely have gotten through the Notorious Dam. I think I've gotten to area 3. I don't think I've ever gotten to area 4. Beat Bebop without taking damage. Defeat Rocksteady without taking damage. Defeat Mecha Turtle without taking damage. Why is this missable? The game doesn't have save states or anything. Anyway, I don't know how that's missable. Defeat Big Mauser without taking damage. I don't know what that is. Defeat Technodrome without taking damage. Look, if 248 people can do this, that means I can do it. Eat a slice of pizza. Eat half a pizza. Eat a pizza in area 1. Acquire the missile. Use the vehicle and shoot. Okay. Acquire the rope in area 4. Oh, I did use the rope, so I have gotten to area 4 before. Obtain invincibility in area 6. Wait, there's 6 areas? It says only beat area 5. Oh my god, okay, there's more than that. Score 32,000 points, 100,000 points, 200,000 points. Finish the game. Finish the game with all turtles alive. Finish the game with Leonardo, Raphael, and Michelangelo alive, but not Donatello. 6 might be beat the game. Yeah, maybe. Mausers were the big robot. The little robots with the big chompy mouths. Yeah. Baxter Stockman. Yep. Why do I remember all this shit from this cartoon? I watched this so much as a kid. I loved the original Turtles cartoon and games and everything, dude. But it's because Donnie is he's so easy to use in this game. He's like the most OP character because his bow staff has so much range. So it's basically challenging you to beat the game with everybody but him. Even though I think Leonardo is like basically second best in the game. Yeah, most range and most damage. Donatello was really OP in this game. Leonardo, I think, is second best. Michelangelo is third best, and then Raphael's pretty... His attacks are very close range. Like beating the Elite Four with a Butterfree. Yeah. These actually don't look too bad, but again, I think the hardest achievements in this set would be to beat these bosses without taking damage. I know Rocksteady would be easy. There's a glitch you can do, not a glitch, but an exploit you can do with Donatello, where you literally just stand up on a ledge and just aim down and hit, and you'll kill him with it. He can't even reach you. So Rocksteady is easy. I don't remember how hard Bebop is because I haven't played the game in forever. I don't remember Mecha Turtle at all. I don't even know if I ever got to Big Mauser or the Technodrome. But those look like those are the worst. Everything else looks like it's actually not that bad. So maybe we do play TMNT. We got to get through other games first. I'm going to add this to my want to play games. So we can try that out later. Yeah, Raph is pretty, his range is pretty bad. I'm glad there is no achievement for beating it with just Raphael. But I really don't understand why these things are missable. Why there's missable achievements. I mean, this is missable because, like, yeah, you have to do the bombs in that area. But at the same time, like, the game doesn't have saves. I don't even know if it has a password system. So it's like, if you die, you go back to the beginning anyway. So there's not really if you shut the game off, you know what I'm saying? If you shut the game off, you have to start all over anyway. So the only time I am ever concerned about missable achievements are when it's like something like playing Chrono Trigger, and there's like, it's like a 20-hour long game or something like that, and like there's one point where you can miss something because you didn't talk to somebody. Like, that stuff is annoying. Why is there... No. Can I move you? Why is this way over here? Anyway. Doesn't matter. So yeah, we're gonna do... I'm trying to get like a... I've got another idea for another enemy as well. So let's kind of work on these. I want to get some of this enemy stuff done. I'm wondering if we should just call him a Sahagin. Or I had another idea for... Oh, this picture's cool as shit. Or I had an idea to call it a Soggin. Soggin. Because he'd be in the water and he'd be all wet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be Soggy Boy. We could make our own little riff on it and just call him a Soggin. I don't know if that's like a slur somewhere though or not. Soggin would be, but yeah, I think Soggin's fun. I think that's a fun name. I think that's a fun boss name. It gets the point across for people who know, and for people who don't, they're just gonna think he's just a wet boy. So, also because of copy, is Sahagin a copyright term? I thought it was like a fantasy term, or is it specifically a Final Fantasy thing? Because I see here, it's in Magic the Gathering, it's in Final Fantasy. I think it's mainly Final Fantasy. I think you're right. Yeah, I think it is a Final Fantasy thing. You may very well be right. It's not just a generalized term, it is a Final Fantasy thing. Okay, well, interesting. Okay, so we're not gonna go with that then. We're not gonna just call him a Sahagin. Look how many frames of fucking animation this bitch has. See? He's got the stomping animation, he catches the rock, he throws the rock, and then that's where, like, if he gets hit, like if you knock the rock out of his head, he gets hit with it, and then he goes into like a stunned animation. I didn't do the I didn't actually animate this stuff. I was gonna animate the thing. I decided not to because it was taking up too much, and I wasn't enjoying it. It wasn't sparking joy. You want to see what he looked like at first? Look, this is what he looked like at first. This is what the terrible looked like. And then I put like, I started fleshing him out a little bit. And you notice I gave him boulder shoulders. I mean, he is rock based, so anyway. Okay, so we got our little swampling guy, or swimp, I think is what we called him. We got our Serpiter. I really like him. He turned out so good. I like him a lot. And we've got the what did I name this? What were we deciding on the name of that? I don't know if we actually finalized a name for that. Serpiter. Serpiter's there. We got the bug swarm. We got the swimp, bug swarm, Serpiter, and I think I was gonna do the Hydrula or Hydrock. I was gonna do Threech or Hydreech. I can't remember which, but I think somebody in chat recommended Hydrula for like Dracula. But I liked Hydrock as well, because that has Hydra in it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Yeah, I wasn't set in stone on a name for that one yet. don't know if I like the name Threech. That isn't bad, but at the same time, it kind of makes me uneasy. You like Threech? Not me just saying I don't like it right when before you said you. I don't mind it. It just makes me like, it's a name that's almost uncomfortable. But I mean, the character itself is not a super cute character, so I guess it does kind of work. Also, Mo, I know we haven't talked in a while. I hope you've been well. I hope you've been doing okay. Hope everything's been good for you. Or as best as it can be. It is my game, you're not wrong. But I believe I have people's names in the credits for people who have helped me with enemies, creature ideas and designs. Lurker, Molt. Yeah, I need to put more people's names in here because there's more people. I've got more people in here that have helped with that stuff. I got the support section here too. That section's mainly been for people who have like been here and have been supporting the game, but like, you know, they haven't been like, it's hard to describe. Like, you know, they've been supportive, but it's not like they've contributed like a name of something, like not anything specific where I would put them otherwise. Like Parker's been super duper useful, but like not useful, but he's been really supportive of the game, but he actually provided me like some game coding and stuff like that and game help. Like the game wouldn't even be online and working with Twitch if it weren't for Parker. Like Parker is the one who really kind of like gave me the tools and the knowledge to get it to connect to Twitch chat in the first place. So that's why he got kind of his own special section at the top, the coding help and stuff. Anyway, Lurker, thank you for the 30 bits. And a while ago when you did the other one too, the cute little squirrel emote, I missed that one. We've really just been chatting this whole time, haven't we? We've done a little bit of playing, but it's mostly just been chatting, which is fine. You know, we got to catch up, especially since I haven't streamed in like a week. And I can't stream for too much longer anyway. I can only stream for like an hour more, because I gotta go to bed. This is stupid work. There's another mechanic that I want to introduce into this area. But I'm trying to figure out an enemy that could do it. I'm trying to think of an enemy that could do it. And I was thinking maybe a porcupine, but it doesn't really fit for this zone. The mechanic I have in mind is like, it's like a spike barrier. Like the character will like spawn some spikes out like this in front of them, and so it's like the character will be here. I have no idea what I'm drawing. For the swamp, it's for the swamp. I want like the spikes to come out like out of the water and stuff. And basically what these spikes will do is that you'll still be able to hit the enemy. You're not gonna be able to like not hit them. But each time you attack to hit the enemy, you'll basically run into the spikes and you'll take damage. They'll go away after a little few turns, or if you have a blunt weapon, you'll destroy the spikes. Because they'll be like a heavy weapon, you'll just like shatter the spikes. So like, that's kind of the idea I have, but I'm trying to think of an enemy type that would Swamp plant with thorns might be a good idea, Molt. I mean, we already have like the little swamp creature thing, the swimp, but a plant might be pretty good for that. You might be right. That might be... Maybe we don't do the frog. Because, like, what I want to do is I want to have at least one enemy that does... God, am I introducing too many mechanics? Maybe I save that for later. Maybe I save that for the next area. Even if I do, like, a plant creature, we could save that for the next area, too. That might be good. I'm gonna write that down. That might be a really good idea. Yeah, Astron draw. See, I need to put that in there. This is Exatron. Together Coast was the one who suggested the Hydrula. So I wrote his name down in here. But I'm gonna put this in here. We didn't have like a giant plant, which is actually kind of weird. Giant plant that uses thorns. God, okay, I kind of have to use it here now that I'm thinking about it. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. So, one of the bosses, the reason why I wanted to introduce this mechanic here is because one of the bosses of this zone will use that mechanic. And so I wanted to like introduce it, but now that I'm thinking about it, I actually kind of like that mechanic being introduced by a boss as like a special kind of a thing. And then later on, like a normal enemy might use it. So at least then you know what it is. You've experienced it fighting the boss, and then you'll know how to like kind of counter it. Yeah, it does sound like a boss action thing. I don't want many enemies to use it if they do, but I do want it to be an ability that enemies can use, like a specialty kind of enemy in the future. Basically, my philosophy for the game in terms of design is that I only want to introduce like 1, maybe 2 game mechanics per zone. And the initial idea for this zone was going to be the spikes. This zone was going to be very heavy on spikes. Enemies were going to, like, a couple of the enemies were going to use it, and then that one boss was going to use it too. And so the idea was that you'd know what weapon to bring in if you knew how to get rid of those. And then I came up with the idea of having enemies being able to wrap or tangle you, which I guess isn't that big of a deal because it's not going to kill you. It doesn't completely stun you. It just slows you a little bit. So I guess having 2 mechanics here in this area isn't that big of a deal. Anyway, we might use the plant. We'll see. I need to come up with another enemy that can wrap you. So we've got 2 enemies that can wrap you so far. Maybe I only need 2. I'll have the Swimp that can wrap you, and we're gonna have Serpiter that can wrap you. So these 2 characters will be able to cast wrap on you, and then one of the bosses will be able to do it too. I would say him, but his tail's not really long enough to do it. How many enemies can poison you in any one biome? Usually only like 2, maybe 3. Like from the first area, I think only 1. I think just the Shroomling can poison you, and it's a very rare chance. It's very low. Here the snake can, Shroomlong can, and that's it. So just 2 there. Jagged Veil. Jagged Veil has no poison, people. We didn't even see the vulture at all. Yeah, no poison. I have all these animations for this, but I didn't. I just used the one. I don't know why I have all these animation frames. Okay, yeah. I think 2 is fine. 2 is fine for the wrap. The game's it's funny how the game is getting like involved, even though it's a complete and total idle game that people can't actually do anything with once they type in ! RPG. I have ideas for things, and I like that because like there's a lot of times when I'm just like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do for this next area. I want it to be entertaining. I don't want it to just be some zone with new enemies that don't do anything different. They just attack you and you attack them and that's it. Like I want there to be some sort of like fun stuff even if you don't control it. But you know what I'm saying, like mechanic creeps, yeah, but I mean it's like, I don't know, like I want some mechanics in the game. I want there to be some mechanics and not just fighting enemies and that's it. Like, I think if it was just a game that were just like, all you did was just fight progressively harder enemies, but the enemies didn't do anything, they were just a sprite there, and that was it, I think people would get really bored of it. I think part of the charm of what makes Microstream like appealing is that the enemies are kind of fun and cute, and sometimes you don't know what they're gonna do. Yeah, I like, I don't know. I really like, I don't know. I like fun enemies. I think it makes all the difference. I don't know if that's too big. I might shrink this down a little bit. Don't need it to be that big. You had an idea for a zone? I mean, if you feel like sharing, I'm not gonna get on your case if you don't want to share, but if you do feel like sharing, I'll be happy to hear it. I mean, the thing is like, I have story ideas for this game and for like the zones and stuff. Oh, that's what this area is, Dupe. We're working on the swamp zone. It is the swamp zone, so there's going to be a gator. There will be a gator. Don't worry, there will be gator. He will be one of the bosses. A little gator. Oh my god. Oh no, a later gator. That'd be funny.
I was just wondering if you wanted to hang out with me and smoke weed and fill our bellies with diet soda and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2.
Fish don't really have tongues. You're fine, you're fine. You're totally good. I just figured I'd let you know, but yeah, that's what we're working on right now. Big buff gator. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if I'll make him buff or if I'm gonna make him just chonky. We'll see. You can do both. That is true. Man, this is one of these times where I wish Clickteam Fusion had layers. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna copy and paste. There are no layers in Clickteam Fusion. Now when it comes to sprites, nope. No sir. No fucking layers. Okay, what is happening with it? Hang on. I want a 3. Thank you. Give me the 3. This kind of sucks though. Okay, so what I need to do here is move this hand down. Pixel. The other one's fine. Actually, we can just do this. We can just take this, move it down 1 pixel. Okay. Is that right? Didn't mean to go look at that little guy. He is cute though. Fish do have tongues, and sometimes a giant isopod will crawl into a fish mouth, cut away their tongue, and then attach themselves to the stump, effectively becoming a parasitic tongue. I do know that. I do know about that. I have heard tale of that happening before, and it's gross. It's gross. I do find that really fascinating that Sahagan is a, I don't want to say a copyrighted term, but you know what I mean. Like, is a Final Fantasy thing. I think that's absolutely wild and fascinating. I had no idea. I had no fucking idea. Today I learned. But I'd rather learn than be in not be in Squeenix's good graces, you know? Can you imagine? Fucking Square Enix coming after me for that shit. I'd be so mad. I mean, I'm not like mad at them. I just be mad that that'd be like a thing. I don't know if I like that. It's not bad, but it looks a little weird. I think just making this. Ooh, that looks really gross. That's not bad. I think I'm gonna move this hand down. Let's save that at least for now. I don't want to like, I want to put like a little parasitic tongue on him now, but at the same time I don't, because A, it's too much detail on a little sprite, and B, it would remind me too much of Alien. It would remind me too much of the Xenomorph, and I don't want to do that. All right, let's get the rest of his little body in here. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I need to draw how I got his hands. I need to make it so I kind of want to make his head. I want to move his head a little bit. Let's just move his head away for right now. Let's just. Head goes up here somewhere. If you ever turn this game into a bigger, more detailed and interactive RPG, this one won't be. If I ever make it another game that's an RPG, I mean, I have no qualms against that because I do like making RPGs. I think it's fun. But it wouldn't be MicroStream. Okay. So I need to. I don't know how I want to. I shouldn't have done this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have done this already. Let's get rid of this. I copied it. Don't worry. I want to do like a little. I want to do like his hips here. I want to be kind of hunched over a little bit, you know? A little hunched over. I think that leg looks a little too long. Although I don't mind the idea of them having like a long leg. It makes them kind of like weird and fishy. Even though fish don't have legs, so that don't make sense. Forget I said that. Okay, we have to kind of twist the body up a little bit, like this. Because he's got to be holding the thingy here, right? He's kind of big compared to other sprites, isn't he? I guess he's not too big. He's pretty, I mean, he's big, but like, I don't think it's bad. Okay, I'm liking where this is going. I like where this is going. It looks cool. I kind of want him to be a little more angular. Oh yeah, we're gonna get the trident in, don't you worry. I don't know how I'm gonna do the crotch. I don't want to like sound like a pervert, but at the same time, it's like I gotta think about that shit because I don't know how. I don't want to like other people to like fucking go weirdo over his crotch. So I gotta like, I don't know, man. I don't know, do I put like a loincloth on there? Do I just not put anything there? Do I just leave it as is? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think having clothing on a fish creature is weird. I think clothing on a fish creature is really weird. I don't want to do that. They've got like scales and stuff. They shouldn't need clothing there. But like, yeah, it's not gonna be a problem. I think you're right. I think you're right. I like the position of this. Think of, is that the giant, like, is that the giant dick monster? Is that the dick monster thing from that game that's like in a chariot or some shit? I've never played those games, so I have no idea. I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, okay. Oh, what's the leopard guy? Hang on, I don't know that one. I don't know that one. Let me see here. Persona Ose. Oh, hello. He's kind of cute looking. He looks neat. He does have a crotch bulge though. That's a little something going on there, huh? He kind of cute though. I like his face. Yeah, I'm doing it on the other monitor, so in case anything naughty pops up. Which, surprisingly, so far there hasn't been. Can I just see this picture? Can I just see the... He's cute. He's cute. Look at him. I like him. I like his double swords. I like his face and his weird little like cape thing. This whatever this garment is that covers like his shoulders and neck, but not his, you know, extremely valuable, delicate organs, but just his shoulders and neck, which the neck is very valuable too. Apparently it's some character called Ose or Os. I don't know how it's pronounced, from Shin Megami Tensei. He's cute though. I think he's neat looking. I never heard of him before. I haven't played those games really. I don't like this foot. This foot's bugging me. Can we just flip it? Can we do a flip? No, that looks gross too. Okay, we're not gonna do the flip. We're going to redraw the foot. Also, welcome back, Lurker. Yeah, that looks so gross, man. But it's fine. Yeah, okay, so this doesn't work because of how I had initially had it planned. Okay. I don't think it's gonna let me do this. Nope. Yeah, that looks really gross too. I like that. Don't like that either. Ooh. Anyway, my dumb idea for a zone was some sort of toy chest. I saw you drawing this guy and thought it looked a bit like a sock puppet. Oh yeah. Kinda, yeah. Thank you for the hydrate. Ooh, speaking of hydrate. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, wrong scene. Yeah, I mean, that would definitely be a, there definitely is potential there. You're not wrong. I really like this foot. Don't like this foot. Don't like that. The initial sketch, the initial that. Yeah, I'm still debating on his proportions. I'm not fond of this back leg at all. I might just make him, instead of having him be like forward, I might just make, oh my god, no. I might just change this leg. Oh my god, can I please have the right brush? There we go. Just make him do like a full-on squat. So if he has like, this leg is like, that looks so bad, man. That still looks really bad. That looks even worse because it's just a fucking straight ass line. I was gonna make him have a tail. Yeah. Yeah, definitely was gonna make him have a tail. Jerk! Oh my goodness. Jerk, how's it going? Rated by a jerk. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the shout out. I was gonna do that myself, but Molt beat me to it. Jerk, how's it going? You were playing some Rocket League? How did that go? Hopefully you had a good time. We are just working on some microstream stuff because I'm finally able to work on this damn game again, man. Not that I'm mad at the game. Like, don't get me wrong. I still love my little game, but sometimes, man, especially with the shit that was going on with this thing over the course of this past year, sucks, dude. Like, I just wanted to work on it and I couldn't. Yeah, it's going pretty good. How did your stream go? Everything, how was Rocket League? Stuff. I've been grinding. No, that's fine. I get it. There's only so much entertainment to be had from it at a certain point. I completely and totally, I get it. That's why I said I want to get new stuff out so people have stuff to actually have an incentive to play again. So trust me, you're not upsetting me. It's my own fault for getting so sidetracked with stuff, you know? It's like, I wouldn't even say sidetracked. I was thinking about it today and I was like, what happened? I was like, what happened with this damn game? And honestly, what happened was it was just like, these issues that popped up sucked. And the reason that they sucked, ew, that looks really gross. The reason they sucked is because I couldn't figure them out. And because like I couldn't figure them out. It made working on the game like miserable because, ew, that looks really bad too. It made working on the game miserable because like I couldn't like focus on anything else. Like I wanted to make progress on the game, but every time I would try to like make progress on MicroStream in any regards, I would just be like, it doesn't matter because people are experiencing crashes. People are experiencing the game disconnected from chat. People are experiencing shortcut commands happening in the background. And it's like all of that stuff really made it so that I couldn't focus on anything else until I figured out what those problems were. And what was bad was the fact that the problems were caused by something that I had no idea could happen. Yeah, I know, and I really appreciate your help with it. But the problem is that even your troubleshooting, like not you specifically, but like the troubleshooting didn't help because the results I was getting from you were wildly different than what I was expecting. Like it was crazy. I was like, wait, why is this happening? So it was just like, overall, it was so frustrating. And it was like, to find out that all these problems I was having were caused by something in the game being corrupt, and there's no way I would have known that until I started working on the game. I didn't discover what was wrong with the game until I started working on Books and Beans. It was working on another project that actually made me discover that stuff was wrong. I thought it and that was the problem, is a lot of it was just me thinking it was my coding and going around and around trying to figure out what the problem was. Kaz, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the 30 bits for the awesome emote. What actually was the problem? Okay, so this is why it's weird. One of the problems in the game, one of the problems with the coding was me. So when it comes to the game disconnecting from chat on occasions, and also I think theoretically, I haven't had a chance to actually verify this yet, but I think it works this way. And also you know how sometimes when people are playing and they'll do an RPG command and it will like double up, it'll like put them in queue, but then it'll say you're on cooldown for 3 minutes. So those two things together, I do gotta go, but going to leave a lurk. Hope the rest of your stream. Yeah, thank you so much again, Jerk. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you again for the raid. That was really nice of you. I was just thinking about you the other day too. But yeah, have a good evening. So those two things, disconnecting from chat, stalling out of chat, and duplicate responses, I think were all caused by me not fully understanding how chat connection works. Again, when this game wouldn't have existed if it weren't for Parker, because Parker showed me an example of how to connect to Twitch chat, and then I just kind of ran with it. And I took a lot of what his coding was to use as like a reference of how to do stuff myself. But the documentation for the chat connection thing is not super duper detailed or good. So I had to kind of guess on a lot of stuff. Long story short, what I think was happening is that my chat connection coding was bad and was overlapping. And so it was connecting multiple times to chat. So like one person's MicroStream RPG client might have been connected to chat like 2 to 3 times at the same time. So essentially they could have had like that one game could have been connected to Twitch chat like through 3 separate instances at the same time. So I think that's what was happening with the multiple commands, is that somebody would send a !RPG and it would receive the command 2 or 3 times because it'd be coming from like 2 to 3 different chats. So I think it was connecting to chat multiple times simultaneously. And eventually that would cause it to get kicked out. I think that was also the problem. So that one's on me. I think I have fixed that. I think I fixed it, and we should be good on that. the new chat engine and connectivity engine that I've made. I've tested it pretty thoroughly, and I don't notice any of those issues anymore. It doesn't disconnect from chat any longer. It's really nice. So that seems to be working great. The other two issues, which were the game randomly crashing and the game accepting keyboard shortcut commands even when it was in the background, those two issues were not caused by me. And that's what was frustrating about it, because I did everything I could for months trying to figure out what the problem was. Like, as you saw Jerk come into the chat and say, like, I even made a separate program that emulated stuff that MicroStream RPG did with fresh coding, completely fresh coding. And I was getting wildly different results from him and a couple other people in regards to what it was doing compared to what MicroStream was doing. So it was doing what I wanted MicroStream to do with the same coding that MicroStream already had. And it was making no sense to me. I was like, why does this work here, but it doesn't work in MicroStream? It's the same coding, it's just, I just did it over. So I thought it might have been something in MicroStream, like the window control object, which is responsible for the window placement is. I went through a bunch of stuff, man. And it turns out what it was the Steam object. So there's a Steam extension object that connects your game to Steam so that you can have achievements, so you can make it so the game will shut down if somebody tries to run it and they're like, they pirate it and they're not actually running Steam. So you can do a few things, but whatever the case, the Steam object on my computer became corrupt somehow. I don't know how. And you guys remember when I went to go start up MicroStream and MicroStream wouldn't even run? It would just close like instantly. It was because of the Steam object. I eventually figured out if I just take the Steam object out, the game ran fine, ran flawlessly, no issues. And so, pardon, I had to redo some coding to make sure that the game still worked without the Steam object in there. It wasn't much, but it was a little bit. But once I took that out, I have not experienced the game crashing anymore. And I don't think that shortcut commands will be a problem anymore either, because the little test program that I made that I sent to people like Jerk and others did not have the Steam object in that test program. And again, they were getting the results that I should have been getting from MicroStream. So again, one of the big issues was my fault because I didn't know the chat connectivity thing well enough. The other two issues were not caused by me, and that's what makes it so frustrating, is that I didn't have a way to know that. Like, my first thought wasn't thinking that a extension was corrupt. You know, like, I wasn't immediately just thinking an extension was corrupt and I was singling that out. Like, if I would have even thought of that, then sure, I would have gone for that, but there's no way I would have known that. I don't know if I like that. So, you know, like I said, that's just kind of like the weird thing, is that it's like the issues that happened were kind of caused by stuff I wasn't expecting, and it was very, very, very hard to pinpoint. Once I got the pinpoints down and once I figured out what the issues were, like I said, now the game's running great, but it just really sucks that I spent months trying to figure out what these issues were, and it completely sidelined my progress on the game. It was really demotivating. Like, it was super duper demotivating because, again, every time I went to go work on it, I was just like, I want to work on the game. I want to get new enemies done. I want to get new zones done. I want to get like all these things done. But it's like, at the same time, I don't want to work on the game. because like it's like it just was like, I don't know, man. It was very frustrating. That's all I can really say. It made it so, again, like I didn't really want to work on it because I was just frustrated by the problems that I couldn't fix. And I was spending hours. Like I was testing the thing out. Just nothing was working. But regardless, we got it fixed now. So that's what matters. Anyway, that's my rant on why those issues sucked. I really wish that wouldn't have happened because I had so many plans for the game last year, and I was super excited and stoked to see the game kind of evolve and grow and change and stuff. And it just got to a point where I just did not want to work on it because I was so frustrated by these issues. I don't know if I like this eye. I think I liked it better the way it was. Yeah, it was just like, I knew I needed to work on it and I knew there was stuff that I needed to do on it. But again, it was just like, I didn't want to work on it because like, and it took me until I started doing like working on Boogs and Beans that I was just like, that I realized there was something wrong in the first place. I like this. I don't know if I like that either. I don't know. It just, for a long time, it was like I was even scared to like just work on the game because I was afraid like people were like mad at me because I hadn't made any progress in a long time. And I was like, I mean, I know I'm slow in general, like when it comes to like making game dev progress. I just am. I've never been a super fast like pixel artist. I'm not quick at some of this stuff. And so it just really kind of like, there's a lot of times when it felt like I was just like, I don't know, I was almost ashamed to like stream it because I was afraid people were going to be mad at me because like I hadn't made as much progress. I hadn't gotten stuff done that they may have wanted to see. No, and you know what? People weren't, you know, like people weren't mad. And that makes me happy that they weren't, but it's like, it's still, the thought was still there. The thought was definitely still there. So I'm happy that nobody was, and nobody expressed any sort of like anger at me for it, which was nice. But it's still one of those things where it was just like, I was disappointed like in myself for not getting as much done as I should have. I felt like I should have been doing. But again, like I said, it was really demotivating to even work on it. So there was just a lot of me wanting to work on it and then getting frustrated that I couldn't fix the problems that I wanted to fix, and so I just didn't work on it. Did you want us to? No, I didn't. But if you notice why I didn't stream like micro stream a lot or game dev or like anything for a while, like that's why. There was a big period of time at the end of the last year where I didn't stream like any of that stuff. And it was because, like I said, I was just like, I wanted to work on microstream, but like I thought people would be mad at me. Do I put teeth on him? I don't know if I can be mean to you. Aw. I know. Just like I can't be mean to our little kitty cats. They're so cute and we love them so much. Nuggie. You know what we need, Nuggie? I need a little emote for you in chat. I do. Yeah, I need a little emote for Nuggies in the chat. Because he's a good boy and he deserves his own emote too. I'll make it like opposite of Quincy's. Like it'll be like kind of the same, like up close almost kind of a face, but like with his typical black cat eyes that he has. I feel like there's a cycle some of us get into where we're so convinced people are upset with us that we just avoid things that we enjoy because it means interacting with us. Yeah, sometimes. I can definitely agree with that. Oh, that's evolved a lot. That looks a lot better. I'm gonna save this real quick. Yeah, like I said, it was for me. It was a little bit of shame. I'll definitely admit that it was a shame kind of thing because like again like I felt like I should have gotten more done, and because I wasn't getting stuff done because I was trying to fix the coding and everything, I just felt like I don't know. I felt like ashamed that I hadn't gotten more done, and so I didn't want to like stream. No, I don't like that. I do like it being more slender. I want this a little smaller, is what I'm doing. I like this sprite, but I do feel like it needs to be a little smaller. It's too big. So I'm trying to make it a little smaller. I want him to be kind of big and I want him to be big and kind of like lanky, Waluigi kind of, but at the same time I don't want him to be too much. This doesn't have any color in it, does it? Okay, good. It doesn't. Wow! Let's see, Mo gets it. Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, I don't like that at all. I don't know how I feel about this. Shame and guilt are self-inflicted emotions. You just have to decide to move past them at some point. Yeah. Beat Expedition 33 a couple days ago. Very nice. How did you enjoy it? I mean, obviously you said phenomenal game, but I'm hoping that it was met like a lot of your other expectations and stuff too. I feel like this. Hang on, I'm on the wrong. I don't want to put anything else on his chest because I feel like it's going to make it look worse. So what I want to do is just move this out. I feel like that needs to be bigger too. I don't know. Some of the super end game bosses are absurd, but they aren't blocking anything unnecessary or necessary. That's good. It's like a mold from what I've seen. It's like this weird mix of like turn-based, but also not turn-based. I don't know. I'm sure, obviously, as someone who has not played it, I don't know what I'm talking about, but Lurker can fill us in a little bit better. Story was great. The character relationships interaction might be the best part, though. They're written so well. That's good. I am glad to hear that. It's turn-paced, but it has quick time events in battle that can be toggled off if you prefer. It's like timed hits in Super Mario RPG. Yeah, that's, like I said, that's kind of what I've seen a lot, was that it had like the timed hit kind of stuff going on. The face is really weird. I think I prefer that. I'm gonna make the hands a little bigger, I think. Another Chrono Trigger was a hybrid. Your party was turn-based, but enemies weren't. They could roam around. Yeah, I wish that, like, in Chrono Trigger, your characters could roam around. Like, you could position them. I get why they didn't do that, but, like, it would have been nice. I played Secret of Mana back on, like, I have a funny story about Secret of Mana. So, like, back then, I didn't understand how RPGs worked, like, because I had never really played them before. And so a friend that I had Secret of Mana. And I didn't understand. I didn't understand that it was like a, you know, a save game system kind of thing. And so I go over to this house and I see this game and it's really cool looking and I want to play it. And he's like, you can't. He's like, all 3 of my save files are being used right now. And again, I was just kind of like, I don't understand. What do you mean? Like, I just want to play the game. Because I'm you know, I'm used to like Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World and stuff. You just start the game and you just go. And so, but he like wouldn't let me play his game because his save files were full and I was mad about it. I wanted to play that damn game. So I couldn't play Secret of Mana. I had to go out and like rent it to play it, and then I understood. But like, I remember that was like before I got into like RPGs and stuff. Like, I had no idea. I didn't know what RPGs were. How are we feeling about this, guys? Do we think this is looking okay? That's kind of a, I don't like that tail. That's kind of like a whale tail. What kind of tail do these things have? It's kind of a long, spindly tail almost, but like with a fin on the end of it. Okay. Secret of Mana does have a good soundtrack. It has a very good soundtrack. Yeah, very, very, very good soundtrack. I just don't want this to be too huge, man. The sprite's already huge. The sprite is already huge. I'm trying to think of where I can cut it down. And I don't want this getting in the way of the weapon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, there's so much good music in Secret of Mana. You can't go fucking wrong with that. It is online. Molt has a very good point. You can literally go online and listen to it. I don't know if I like this. It's just getting too complicated. I like his body and stuff. Like his body looks good. I think overall he turned out good. I think he looks good. Just worried the tail's too much, but you can move this over one more pixel, I think. Yeah, that's a big thing with the NES is that like so much of the music is just so fucking good, man. So much of the music is so good. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the sprite. I just hope it's not too messy. Like, a lot of the enemies here are kind of, I guess they're not. They're more, like, open, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then we've got this guy who's just, he's not bad. He's just very, there's a lot going on. Final Fantasy VI, yeah, Final Fantasy VI had great music. Like, as much as I'm not a huge fan of Mega Man 7, Mega Man 7 has great music in it. I'm trying to think of what some of my other favorite soundtracks, like Super Bomberman 2 has fucking amazing, yeah, Mega Man X games have great music. Super Nintendo era music, man, kicked ass. I feel like what I'm gonna do here, I'll take this, I'm gonna move his leg in 1 pixel. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I think it is, it just makes up for it a little bit. Okay, let's see if, compared to other enemies, he's pretty big. He's pretty big. That's a pretty big sprite. I mean, when you think about like the Sunken Woods and the fucking Leshy was all bent over and stuff too, though. He's bigger than the Beehoof. He looks like a boss almost. Oh yeah, Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country 1, though, I still say has the best music, in my opinion. Like, everyone goes crazy for Donkey Kong Country 2, was it Sticker Brush Symphony or something? And like, don't get me wrong, that is good. I just don't think it's like as good as the stuff that was in Donkey Kong Country 1. Personally. That's not even your favorite from 2? Dude, 1 also has fucking Gangplank Galleon. Hi, Nugget. I know, baby. I know. You want to play. You know we're going to bed soon and you want playtime. You got so much playtime last night, though, little boy. You got so much playtime last night. Yeah, you got playtime from me and you got playtime from Linux. You got all this playtime. Thank you for the Hydrate Friday. What? Is your little bee here? You little bee? Yeah. Can you guys hear that? Yeah, you guys can kind of hear it. Wow. Get it, Nuggy. Get that little bee. Get that little bee. Saggy boy looks good. Okay, we might keep him like that. That is like I'm just worried he's really big. I kind of want to like shrink him down a little bit, because like even compared to like the Tortomagus, like how big he is, like I can shrink him down a little bit. He doesn't need to be that big. I can make his legs a little shorter. We can shrink him down. He will be submerged. Yeah, he'll be in the water. But like, I feel like I'm gonna make his head a little bit smaller still. I'm gonna shrink him down a little bit. But I think he looks good. I think he looks really cool. I want to shrink him down because he's way too big compared to other enemies. Just a little bit. He just needs to go down a couple of pixels. But I don't think I'm going to do that anymore tonight. I'm actually getting really tired. I knew I said it was going to be kind of a short stream, and I am. Yeah, let's see how he compares to Barrier. So compared to Barrier, I think he's bigger than Barrier. Yeah, he is. Look how much bigger he is. Like, he just, scale-wise, he just looks really big. Like, he looks like boss size. Suppose I could zoom in a little bit so you guys can actually see it a bit better. Having a hard anxiety time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jace. I know anxiety can be really hard to deal with. I'm sorry. Nugget. That's another reason I need to get going. It's because Nugget is gonna be pestering me nonstop until I go play with him. But I need to get to bed here in the next 20 minutes or so anyway, otherwise I'm gonna be exhausted tomorrow. So we're gonna save. I will probably edit a little bit more. I'm sorry we didn't get a whole lot done tonight. We did get the boss tested, which is good. We did fix a bug, which is also good. I need to fix issues. Event. Nugget, I know, baby. Edit. I gotta make it so that you can't earn a badge if you go through the dungeon again, because that will be a thing. You will be able to go reset your progress and be able to go through stuff again, and I don't want it to show the badges each time you beat it. We tested zone. You made a saggy boy while entertaining chat's ridiculous. Yeah, I did a little bit, and it's only a couple hours. But I just, I want to stream more. We're gonna probably have to start doing on Wednesdays. Wednesdays are probably gonna be shorter streams because, like I said, I don't get home until like 5 o'clock. I gotta eat dinner, hang out with Linux a little bit. So even starting by 6 is kind of like pushing it. And I have to be in bed by 10, typically 10:30. So like, there's not a lot of time in between there to do like a 4-hour stream. So probably gonna be like 2.5, 3-hour streams on Wednesdays. Fridays, I'm still gonna try to do a nice like 4-hour stream. And Sundays are kind of hit and miss. We'll see how those go in the future. But just realized I was probably making someone uncomfortable, causing discomfort, frustrating, chatting, and they blocked me. Not to be any more specific than that, but I'm very not happy. Oh, dude, like, don't worry about it. Sometimes shit happens. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I get it. Yeah, sometimes you can't see everything. And trust me, as somebody like with ADHD, when like chat's going and everything and people are talking, sometimes it's really hard to even like notice stuff like that. Like, stuff slips by me so often. There's so many times when like I'm just streaming and I don't respond to somebody and I feel bad about it because like I just don't see it. No, you know what? As long as you're not, hey, look, in my opinion, Chase, as long as you're not actively going out of your way to be mean or cause discomfort, I think you're fine. Sometimes people are going to respond to other people, not always how we want, but it's, you know, you can't control how other people respond to things. As long as you yourself aren't being a problem, I don't think there's a problem. I didn't see you do anything tonight that was a problem, so. Me personally, anyway. But let's see if we can find somebody to raid. Oop, that's not the right screen. We want to go over here. You can go away, because we may deal with that in the future. I don't know. Bran is streaming. We go and raid Bran all the time. I love Bran, don't get me wrong. I would love to go see Bran. We'll see who else is streaming, though. Because... yeah, don't be too hard on yourself about it. I hate these little buttons. Ask to collaborate. I don't want to call. Stop. Why does it do that, man? Hang on. Oh, they're finishing the game. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. There's a game that somebody's playing that I'm curious about, but I don't want to send you guys over to someone who's getting ready to finish a game that's a very story-heavy game. So we're not going to do that. What we are going to do, we're going to go raid Big Top Tanuki. We've gone over their stream before, so y'all know the drill. Ken is a very sweet dude. He has a very lovely voice because he does voice acting. So go give him some love. He's playing one of my favorite games of all time. This is another game I want to do for Retro Achievements. I just haven't done it yet. He is playing Banjo-Kazooie. And I think he's playing the... they have like a recomp that just came out. I'm guessing it's like... I don't know what recomp is. I don't know if they just like redid the game or if it's like high res. I really have no idea. But I want to play. Oh, it's definitely something different I'm seeing in here. There's some Legend of Zelda art on the wall. Anyway, yeah, go give Ken some love. Like I said, he's a sweet guy. If you haven't followed him before, and I'm interested to see what he's doing. But I got to get to bed, so I'm not gonna be able to watch long. Anyway, thank you guys, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out and chilling with me, and I'll catch you on Friday. We're gonna be playing more Mega Man 3 on Friday. Okay? I'll see you then. Bye.